going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. Hope all of you are doing fantastic. If you like this content, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you have not subscribed, do subscribe and hit that bell icon too. You'll get all the updates from my channel. Now, today's fragrance is another Dua fragrance review. And this time, it's a clone of Tom Ford Oud Wood. Now, again, a little disclaimer, I do not consider clones as a clone directly, but I try to enjoy this particular fragrances all by itself, like in its individual form. I'm not gonna go into comparisons. I'm just gonna tell you about what I got from this fragrance. Now, very quickly, let me show you the bottle. This is called Bois Oudh from the house of Dua, and this is on the side. There you go, it says the name of the fragrance on the side. It's an extrait de parfum, and it's a 30 ml bottle. Very simplistic bottle design. You have seen all the other Dua fragrance reviews. You have seen the box and everything. I'm not gonna go into that. Let me quickly tell you about the notes present in this particular fragrance. So from the Dua website, it's got tonka bean, cardamom, amber, teak wood, rosewood, sandalwood, and agar wood, which is the oud. Now, there's a lot of wood and woodiness going on in here, but it's a good thing. Like, I know Tom Ford fragrances are premium stuff. Of course, everyone has the limitation, and for me particularly, this fragrance is not something. I mean, if this was close to the real deal, I'm not even sure because I don't own the real one. So if this is what Tom Ford Oud Wood would smell like, it's a good thing I did not spend that $300 or $350 for it, because I liked it, but not so much that I would actually spend that much amount of money. So let me quickly tell you what I got. I have it drying down on this piece of paper, and let me tell you, like, when I spray this, the Dua power instantly kicks in, and I have let this particular fragrance, it's a bit darker now, and yeah, it's a deeper yellow, as you can see probably. It's been macerating for more than 2 months almost. And this thing's got that power, the punch, the real Dua power. And the opening is pretty sweet. And this particular cardamom, tonka bean, and ambery kind of feel, it's immediately prominent. Like when you spray it, you immediately feel that. And this thing is super potent. It fills up the entire room, projects for more than 2 to 3 hours. I mean, it's a solid projection, I'm telling you. Particularly in this like a slightly cold and colder months, this thing performs. Fantastic performance. No complaints over there. If your bottle is not performing, like with Dua fragrances, you gotta let it sit, let it macerate. You can check out my video right here, linked on the top, how to macerate a fragrance, leave it for some time, and it's gonna gain that Dua power. But apart from that, as it starts drying down, like after the 3rd hour mark, like around the 4th hour, 5th hour, that's when the magical oud and all the woody notes start coming up. But let me tell you something, the tonka bean, the sweet tonka bean with that slightly powdery, slightly powdery, not too much. And this is not the powdery kind of iris kind of powderiness that I'm talking about. This vanilla kind of vibe, like dry, slightly dry, powdery kind of vanilla. That's what I'm talking about. This fragrance has got that particular characteristic, and that thing, when it mixes with all that woodiness, sandalwood, and you got the teak wood and the rosewood, like these are kind of like the sweeter kind of woods, I believe. Like, that's my personal opinion. Could be different for you, but for me personally, this is how it works. Typically, I would go with 3 to 4 sprays on this, skin and clothes combined. And mostly I go usually 3 on the skin, 1 on the cloth. And the reason is like to hold the top note. Like the top note lasts a bit more longer on the clothes. My personal opinion, once again, could be different. I could be wrong, but that's what I get. Longevity is past 12 hours. This thing performs monstrously. And like I said, more than 2 to 3 hours of solid projection. So if you really want to apply it and then head out immediately, don't do that. My recommendation is like, let it sit at least for 15-20 minutes. Just apply it, do your thing and then head out. Don't just apply it and then run out. This thing might offend people because sometimes people do get headaches from strong fragrances. This is strong. This thing lasts, and it's a beautiful fragrance, but not too much that I would actually shell out like $300-400 for a real bottle of Tom Ford Oud Wood. So guys, that was my humble take on Bois Oudh from the house of Dua Fragrances. And once again, I'm not going to go into any kind of comparison since I don't own both. So this is something that I enjoyed personally on an independent level of this particular fragrance. So if you like this content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please do so right now, guys. It means a lot to me. And until the next video, guys, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.